Good morning, everybody. It's really early here, but I just felt the need to just jump in and do a first impressions video. So my name is Tracy, this is my channel, and I'm doing the first impressions of the Linestrider Tarot. I'm not too sure how to pronounce her name, whether it's Shiloh or Siolo Thompson. This one has been on my wish list for so long, probably ever since I first saw the images, but I actually got this from Two Sides Tarot. She's on Instagram, Marianne, and this is what her new sort of inception is called. It's called the Marketplace. So these are pre-loved decks, and she has quite a few. Well, she did have quite a few, but I think she's just putting them on whenever she will get them. But yeah, she's in Australia, and I received it this week. So I've had it since Monday, but I just felt it was time. Today is the full moon here in Australia, full moon in Capricorn. My moon in my chart is in Capricorn, so I felt in tune. Felt in tune to share this deck with you. So let's just open it up and see how we go. So it comes in this beautiful box. Oh, there's a bit of whitewash. It is by Llewellyn, and we're just going to open it up. The images are just stunning. Whoa, look at that book. So this is the Linestrider's Journey. So I don't really know much about this deck, to tell you the truth. It was just the art and the watercolors that really sort of drew me in. So it says on the back of the book, stride on the edge of magic and logic, where colourful whimsy meets profound wisdom. That sounds pretty cool to me. And Shiloh, please let me know if that's not right. She has done a second deck, which is the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle, which I've sort of been eyeing off as well. So it comes sliding out of the box like that. Yep, okay. Oh, here we go. Why do I do that? I do that every single time when I do an impressions. I mean, I haven't done many, but hey. Oh, they feel nice. Yeah, so I've seen reviews on this deck. I've seen, who was it? Was it Cape Cod Creatures? And she was saying about, was it the cardstock or something? I can't remember who it was now, but they actually put another backing on here, like another stick-on backing, just to sort of give the card more integrity. Wow. So we're just going to go probably through the major arcana, which is what I tend to do because, you know, there are so many reviews, but this is just my first impression of the deck. And here comes my crazy cat, and there he goes again, of this deck. I don't mind it. I don't mind the cardstock. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm a bit of known for a deck mod person. So here we have the Fool. It is really clunky. Really clunky. Oh, the Magician. I hope it's not too washed out from the camera. I'm kind of digging them. This is one that I've sort of seen before, which I just thought it was very in tune. She seems very in tune with herself and the elements and the way that she's holding that crescent moon. You know, like she's definitely communicating on a higher level there. Oh wow, the Empress. Wowza. All the animals there surrounded by her. And she seems really in touch with, you know, the earth elements as well. And her own feminine energy. Emperor. To me, at the minute, I sort of feel like this is quite a feminine deck. And I say that as I come across the Hierophant, which I'm beginning to sort of see the Hierophant in a whole different light. I think the Deviant Moon has helped me sort of shift my predisposition of the Hierophant. If it just had the keys there in the hand, I think I'd have issues with this card, but having the bear element has certainly helped that one. Oh wow, the Lovers. Oh, just that duality. I love the artist's impression of the Lovers. Like, I just got the Game of Thrones tarot, and I just got it in a spread today, which I'll be doing VR to Kittens, Weights and Tarot. So keep an eye out for that one. There's a few videos I got banked up. I like the Chariot. I'm not too sure what that is at the bottom though. But I do like the horses. So the horses is quite rider weight. But I like how that person is in between the horses, just like you do see in the traditional sense. But yeah, Strength. Oh, okay. I will have to read the book as to why she chose, or if it actually stipulates why she chose these certain elements within her cards. You know, like the person's there with the lion, but I don't know what the arrows represent. Oh, the Hermit. So we've got the bear again, and the skull, and the lamp, and is that Virgo? And flowers. And I like the use of colour, like the mutedness. Like, it feels like a very gentle deck. Oh, a bit out of, oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so some of them have numbers and some of them don't. This is the Wheel of Fortune with the elements of Aquarius. What have we got? Taurus, Leo, and is that Scorpio? What is that, Virgo? I don't know. Justice. Sometimes justice is blind, and sometimes all-seeing. And I sort of find too, with my personal experience with justice, and I'm going way back in the day, my own personal experiences, I was quite vehemently trying to seek justice, and it wasn't a good look, you know, karmically speaking, and you're not always necessarily, you know, when you get hurt by somebody and you just think how fair that is and how there needs to be somebody in your corner, and you're thinking how unfair that this person gets to walk away from the situation unscathed, as it would seem. But that's so naive, and it is not good to wish upon anybody any harm, and I seriously wanted there to be justice. I wanted to see it, and this space of being stuck in this issue with this other person, like, I felt pain, obviously, and I needed to move on from there, and I certainly don't feel like that anymore. So many years has passed, but it's just really interesting to sort of see that shift when you're looking at justice, justice isn't just so black and white. There's so many shades of grey in between that you would probably never seek the justice that you think you deserve or think that you need, or and then you'll be satisfied, because it just doesn't work like that. Life does not work like that. Oh, this is kind of odd. The Hanged Man. I do like the use of animals in the deck, but this one is a little bit strange to me. I like the colorization. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. So my personal year, since my birthday in May, is the Death card. That is a really cool representation of that card. Temperance, oh, I just love Temperance. I mean, who doesn't love the Temperance card? Honestly. That Balance, oh, if only. If only. The Devil, oh wow. So I think this would be a really cool deck for relationships, and relationship within ourselves, but definitely relationship with others. But that definitely, speaking of that situation before, that definitely represents a very, very old relationship. So Japanese influence there for the Tower. And I like how the Tower is a lot larger than the people. The people seem so small, and that tends to how it is sometimes, that the issue is so large, and just basically just talking about that Justice card again in that event, it seems so large and so daunting, and you seem like this tiny, tiny little pawn in the game of life. Star. Oh, it sort of reminds me of my own card that I sort of added the element of the water cup in my deck that I made, my best friends cards. I like it. And I like how these ones, they don't seem to have any eyes. The moon. This is kind of like my first thing that I saw was the wolf. I don't really sort of notice the dog too much. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like the sun. So I'll definitely have to check out to see what why she used these certain things in her cards, because it'd be really cool to know why she chose them. Oh, Judgment, wow. And this is also very in tune with that Justice card for me. What lies beneath? What lies beneath that mask? Like, we do wear that mask, don't you? Like that situation I was speaking of, the mask, I wanted that situation to be resolved the way that I want it to be resolved, and it's certainly not going to happen like that. So you have to take that mask off, because you know you are being quite vulnerable, and you need to lift it off to see that there's so much more going on. Oh, wow. And the World. Okay. I'm not disappointed. I think I'll have to get to know this deck a little bit more, but I do like the use of animals. So we're just going to go for a little bit longer because I really like the animals. This is the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands with a little globe. That's pretty cute, actually. Right, Three of Wands. Okay. Alright, we're just going to go through a little bit further. I did see this card, I think I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this card. That's definitely how it feels for the Ten of Wands, like there's so much crap on your back. How much crap do you need to carry? Oh, I do like that. Oh, that dragon, yes please. Page of Wands. Definitely. Huh? The Knight. And I like how the horse is free. You know, so the Knight can depend, I guess, you know, with his type of energy, whether he wants to ride the horse or not. The Queen with the little kitty. She's kind of cool. Hello, kitty. Oh my gosh, the King of Wands. Yes. Oh, yes. So isn't it interesting how much my how much it changes? Ace of Cups. Don't know if I like this Ace of Cups because I tend to really connect with the water element in the Ace of Cups to do with emotions, and I like the part where it just overflows. I like that abundance and that thing that you, personally, I would just love to be diving into that Ace of Cups, but here I feel very different about that one. Okay, we're going to head through to the next lot of suits, which is, I do love the Queen of Cups, so that's on the front of the box. The Queen of Cups is gorgeous, and I do like the watercolors in the back that represents the element water, which is sort of missing on that Ace of Cups for me, and it wouldn't have taken much just to add a bit of blue or something, a bit of liquid form. And I like how she's got the starfish in her hair, very in tune there. Yeah, not loving the King. That's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Right, and here we go to the swords. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's adorable. I just want to give him a cuddle. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Four of Swords. The Rest card. Please take a rest and sweet slumber. Oh mate, he looks buggered. Five of Swords. That's how I'm sort of feeling with 2 days to go left of work before we go on holidays. Oh wow, the Eight of Swords. That's kind of strange. It look like worms. Alright. Ten of Swords is very much in tune with the wild unknown. Page of Swords. I like it with the letters. And he's thinking, oh, do I need to answer that letter? Oh my gosh, that's cool. I like the historicalness of that card. Yes. And even how it's represented in the circle. Okay, okay. Oh yes, Ace of Pentacles. My favourite suit. My favourite suit, and then I love the Cups suit, and then the Wands, and then the Swords. Okay, now I am quickly going to go through the Six of Pentacles, and then I'm going to have a quick flick through the book. God, it's so laggy. It's so laggy. Oh, this reminds me of like a little bowerbird. We're collecting all the blue elements. Seven of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. Okay. And I do like the king. I do like the King of Pentacles. That is very, very cool with those browns and that and those eyes. Okay, now let's quickly look in the book. Oh, the book is like hardly been used. Jeepers, this is. I mean, seriously, go to Marianne's page. I'll leave the link to her Instagram doodad, blah blah, contents. What do you call it? The information for Two Sides Tarot. Check out her marketplace. Check out her other goodies, you know, like new decks that she sells as well. I think she's doing so well within the tarot community to bring it to Australia. The only thing that I sort of do question, and I haven't really asked her, but everything is in US dollars, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why she doesn't have it in Australian dollars, but anyway, that's beside the point. Go and say hello. Okay, so we're going to look at the Magician. And you get, oh God, white out. That page and that page as well. So I'm just going to read briefly what it says. So keywords: concentration, focus, goal attainment, learning, study, communication, transformation. The Magician is a powerful card associated with consciousness, action, and creation. Why does she say that she used a monkey? Okay, so for me, he manifested as a simian character, clever and capable of making things, able to craft tools and figure out new ways of doing things. He stands between the spirit world and humanity. In one hand he holds a staff raised toward the sky, his other hand in benediction gestures toward the land. Above his head is a symbol of eternity. Alright, so it doesn't really, it's a bit vague as to why she chose a simian character. What's a simian? So, and similarity, I guess. And down the bottom she's got correspondence, so she's got the astrology sign, which is Aries, the number, which is 1, and associated plants. So that's kind of cool because I do love my plants. Associated plants is astragalus, vanilla, and rosemary. Okay, well there we have first impressions of the Linestrider Tarot. This is a pre-loved deck that I got. I'm really happy that I got this deck, and I can cross that one off my wish list. And I'm actually going to go through my Tarot Oracle Wishing Well, which I've had since the beginning of this journey, really. Ever since I started, or even before that, before I started my YouTube channel at the beginning of this year. Can you get over it? 6 months I've had this YouTube channel for, and I had filled this baby up so much after watching 31 Days of Tarot and being a part of that that Ethany brought out at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go through this and decide. I think I've really, really streamlined now what I want. So yeah, I might do a video on that later on. And thank you for being here, and thank you for thank you so much for supporting me, supporting my channel, supporting this crazy Kiwi that lives in Australia, that has a bit of a funky accent at times and lets it slip when I say words like deck and the number 6 and fish and chips. And I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and come back soon because there'll be more videos to come. Okay, see you guys.